Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mumtaz Ahmad Ramadan. I'm from Al-Falah High School, Ketidang, Surabaya, and I'm here to tell you about a Japanese wayang story about a guy named Haryasuman. Now, Haryasuman is a handsome prince of the 100 sons. He was the youngest, and he is a descendant of the king of Subala. Now, Haryasuman always loved his two older sisters named Princess Gandhari and Gandhara. But unfortunately, on one trip, they met Pandu's entourage. Now, Pandu is the king of Kuru Kingdom, with the capital city of Hastinapura. Now, the Subala Kingdom and the Kuru Kingdom had always have conflict between each other, and when they met, the result was Gandhara being killed and Gandhari and Haryasuman become imprisoned to use as hostage. Now, surprisingly, Gandhari apparently fell in love with Pandu because he was such a handsome and charming man. But Pandu gave Gandhari to his blind brother named Dhritarashtra. Because of that, Gandhari was so furious and mad that she decided to put a black cloth around her eye to close her eyes forever, so she could see Pandu's face no more. Now, meanwhile, Haryasuman have witnessed several and repeated insults to him and his brothers. So naturally, Haryasuman grew the seeds of hatred in his heart, and he decided to take revenge on Pandu and their descendants. Now, Haryasuman have tried to kidnap Pandu's favorite governor named Gandamana. Now, Haryasuman spread lies and propaganda about Gandamana, so it could ruin his credibility. But luckily, Gandamana escaped Haryasuman's deadly trap and destroyed his face and turned it into ugly. So once he was handsome, now he was ugly, and that's why he got his nickname Sakauni. Because of his own luck, he became ugly. Now, because of Gandhari's influence, that Haryasuman escaped his death penalty. And Haryasuman's speech, his soft speech, and his sharp tongue made everyone around him suspicious of each other and started having disagreement. And now Gandhari had 99 sons and one daughter. They were born because of the pure jealousy that Pandu had finally had an heir to the throne. And now, meanwhile, Pandu had resigned to be a king for a while and goes into the forest to meditate. Meanwhile meditating, Pandu had given tala oil or minyak tala given by the gods. Now, minyak tala or tala oil had super magical powers that if someone uses it, it could give them like magical powers. Now, Pandu have 5 sons. They were called the Pandavas. Now, Gandhari's sons and Dhritarashtra's sons is called the Kauravas. One of the 5, they were called Yudhishthira. Now, interesting story about Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, when in his mother's womb, kicked the womb so hard that he was split into 100 pieces of flesh. I don't know how, but he survived. And one by one, they were born. So Dhritarashtra learned about Gandhari's disgrace, that she had 99 sons because of Pandu. Dhritarashtra decided that he would put all of the king of Subala's family into imprisonment except Gandhari's. Now, Haryasuman decided that he would do anything for him to live to take revenge. So, even his own father agreed that he would still live. But Dasarasa decided to give them one piece of rice every day. But that's not enough for him to live. So he decided to even eat his own brothers and his own father to live. Now, wearing his own father's bones, when he's out of the imprisonment, he decided to vow to hate all of his descendants, including Pandavas and the Kauravas. He uses his own father's skulls as a talisman to make destruction of what will come. Now, when Dasarasa learned about the minyak tala or the tala oil, he picked it up and was going to give it to the Pandavas. But the Kauravas complained, and those both sides, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, fight each other. But decidingly, the Dasarasa was going to throw it away. But Haryasuman has snatched the tala oil, a bit of tala oil, and used it on himself. It's made him immune to all weapons. Now, when the Pandavas was born, Pandu himself was dead because death had other plans. So like, long story short, Sengkuni or suku Ana, or like or Haryasuman, Sengkuni was not a strong knight. He always had a sharp mind. So he would always search about everyone's other's weakness, so like Pandava's weakness and the Kauravas' weakness, and use it to fight each other. Now, the bloodthirsty Kauravas had always consumed Haryasuman's lies. Meanwhile, the Pandavas had always respected him. So, using that, the Haryasuman decided that those two would fight each other. And then the great war between those two families was inevitable. So the great war named Mahabharata took place in the vast field of Kurukshetra. That's all I gotta say about the story of Haryasuman. I'm sorry if I have any mispronunciation, misinformation, or if I stutter a bit. That's all I gotta say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.